So I have to admit something. For the longest time, whenever I'd sear a steak, I'd end up with this dark brown crust stuck to the pan.
Mm.
And I would genuinely panic. I thought, well, that's it. Dinner's ruined, the pan's ruined.
Oh, no. Don't tell me you scrubbed it off.
I did. I'd be at the sink scrubbing while the steak got cold. It felt like such a failure.
That is heartbreaking because that stuck mess is, it's basically culinary gold.
It's the whole point.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we're digging into today. The science behind a technique called deglazing.
It's a perfect topic. It sits right at the intersection of, physics, chemistry, and just making things delicious.
So that stuff I was scrubbing away, the proper term for it is fond, right?
Yes. The French technically distinguish between sucks, the juices, and fond, the base you make with them. But yeah, in English, we just call all those tasty brown bits fond.
And it's so important to know this isn't just burnt food.
Absolutely not. Mm-hmm. What you're creating is a result of the Maillard reaction.
Which kicks off around, 140 degrees Celsius?
Around a 440, 150 C. It's where amino acids and sugars react and create hundreds of new complex flavor compounds. That savory, nutty smell, that's Maillard.
And if you go hotter, you get caramelization. But there's a line you don't want to cross.
Right. You want brown, not black. Black is pyrolysis, which is just bitter carbon. That you should scrub away.
Okay, so you've got this perfect layer of fond. Concentrated umami. Now for the magic part, the pour. When a chef throws liquid into a sizzling hot pan.
It's actually a pretty violent physical event. We call it thermal shock.
Thermal shock.
Think about it. That pan is easily 180 Celsius, maybe hotter. You pour in wine or stock, and the pan's surface temperature just plummets to 100 degrees.
The boiling point of water.
Exactly. And that's critical because it instantly stops the cooking process. It locks in that perfect flavor before it has a chance to burn.
And that loud hissing sound, that's not just boiling, is it? I read about something called steam jacking.
Yes. It's such a great term. The liquid hits the metal and boils so fast that steam bubbles form underneath the fond.
So the steam is literally pushing the food off the pan.
It's mechanically jacking it up, prying it out of every microscopic crack in the steel. That aggressive sizzle is the sound of the steam doing all the hard work for you.
That idea of using the right tool for the job and doing it efficiently actually reminds me of our sponsor.
Ember Silk.
Exactly. If you're looking to bring that kind of smart efficiency into your own work with AI or automation, they're the people to talk to.
They do incredible work in AI training and software development, helping businesses figure out where technology can make the biggest impact.
So check them out at embersilk.com.
Okay, so we've established we need liquid for the steam jacking, but the choice of liquid is, well, it's everything.
This was the biggest surprise for me. You can't just use anything. For instance, you can't deglaze with oil.
And why is that?
It's about polarity, right? Oil is nonpolar. The proteins and sugars is polar, meaning it's water soluble.
Exactly. Pouring oil on it would be like trying to wash honey off your hands with more oil. It just doesn't work. You need a polar solvent like water.
But all the recipes say to use wine. Is that just for flavor, or is there more to it?
Oh, it's scientifically superior. Wine is mostly water, so it does the main job. But it also has ethanol.
Alcohol.
And alcohol acts as a solvent for a whole different class of aromatic compounds that water alone can't dissolve. Plus, the acid in the wine brightens everything up.
But one thing to avoid, I learned, is dairy. You can't just pour cream in there.
Absolutely not. The high heat would curdle the proteins instantly. You deglaze first, let it cool a bit, and then you can add your cream or butter.
Which brings up the pan itself. This whole process depends on using the right pan. Nonstick is a no-go.
A total no-go. The entire point of a nonstick pan is to prevent sticking. You want the food to adhere to create the fond.
So stainless steel or cast iron are your friends here.
They're essential.
And for that final glossy finish.
The classic French technique is monter au beurre. Once your sauce is reduced, you take it off the heat and swirl in a few pats of cold butter.
And that creates an emulsion, right?
A beautiful emulsion. It thickens the sauce, gives it a velvety texture, and a restaurant-quality sheen. It's pure alchemy.
It really is. You're taking something that looks like a mistake, a messy pan,
Yeah.
and using chemistry to transform it into the most flavorful part of the entire dish.
It just shows how understanding the why behind a technique can completely change your approach in the kitchen.
A perfect place to end it. If you enjoyed this deep dive, please subscribe to Intellectually Curious.
And hey, leave us a 5-star review if you can. It really does help get the word out.
Thanks for tuning in.